Once upon a time in an African kingdom in Zimbabwe, a wealthy king died. There was a scramble for the throne. Queen Tamara the widow was given 6 months by the village council of elders to train Prince Tinashe, her son, how to run the kingdom and to get married, otherwise the kingship will be passed on to the next family in line. Even though Prince Tinashe was very educated, he had no interest in politics. He was in love with his childhood sweetheart called Anesu. Anesus was from a poor background, and it was obvious that the prince was not going to be allowed to marry her. Anesus lived in the palace because her parents worked there in the royal kitchen for years. Queen Tamara, the widow, was faced with the difficult task of preparing her son, Prince Tinashe, for kingship. However, the catch was that Prince Tinashe's heart belonged not to the intricacies of governance, but to his childhood sweetheart, Anesu, a girl whose simplicity was her charm and whose lineage lacked the royal seal. Prince Tinashe would often sneak out with Anesu to go to the vegetable market, or take a boat to visit nearby kingdoms where they could walk freely without bodyguards. Their love was so deep anyone could tell they were addicted to each other. Just before the deadline to be married, Prince Tinashe told Anesu to pack her bags. They were going to sneak out for good this time. The prince and Anesu left in the early hours before anyone woke up. They took a boat to a faraway kingdom. Once they got to the faraway village, the prince got a job to take care of horses, while Anesu sold fruits at the market. Back home, the kingdom was in panic, looking all over for the prince. A year passed and Prince and Anesu got married, and Anesu got pregnant. Prince Tinashe was very excited about the prospect of being a father. He bought a lot of things for the baby in preparation. Unfortunately, one day at work, the prince fell off a house, hit his head on a steel pipe, and collapsed. At the hospital, that is when it was discovered that Prince Tinashe was from the Marange village. The queen arranged to bring the prince home. Anesu was told never to come near the prince again and disgrace him. When the prince woke up, Prince Tinashe was at the luxurious palace. "You are awake, my son?" the queen asked. To her surprise, Prince asked, "And who are you?" The prince had lost his memory as a result of the accident. What a tragedy. The queen took advantage of the loss of memory and quickly married off the prince to the second most powerful family in the kingdom. One day, on one of his walks at the market, Prince Tinashe heard someone shout, "My prince, my prince." The prince turned around to see a beautiful young lady with a baby in her hands. The prince asked, "Dee, how can I help you?" Anesu had heard that the prince had lost his memory. She said, "I am your wife, and this is your son, Tinashe Jr." The prince thought the woman was out of her mind. He would definitely remember something this big. When he got home, his bodyguard indeed confirmed that Anesu was his wife and explained how the accident wiped all his memories. Look out for Prince Tinashe Part 2 for unexpected twists and turns.